Initiating startup sequence.
And now, here's the world's greatest...
Oh yes, hello and good afternoon to you. Welcome. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday live, talking really, and it's me. Hello. Yep, here we are then. So it's Sunday afternoon again. Nice cold day. It's round about, well, 8 or 9 degrees, cloudy, and damn cold. So welcome. If you want to say hello, then we have several methods. You can do the chat window, you can do the phone, you can do the Streamyard today. So any of those. We'll say hello to Brian.
Cause the fog and the time is all mine, all mine.
Hello, Brian. And we're going live on Facebook, Odyssey, Twitch, Twitter, and of course YouTube. We're not live on our tube. Our tube is not working correctly, so we are not live on there. But we are live on Odyssey, which is the other platform that you can go on and watch some videos. Now, let me just sort out my live stream. Got to do the pop-out shut. I've just lost my earphone. So this is Odyssey chat. Just get this. The annoying thing about Odyssey chat is that you cannot pop it out until we start. Unlike YouTube, you can pop out before you start, so you can actually get the screen set up. Obviously, Odyssey is not the same. So we have 8 degrees up there in Geordieland, well, just north of Geordieland, or just south of Geordieland, in the tiny weir. Aye, why aye, man, tiny weir. So, yes, I was a bit distracted just now, playing with a new toy. It's a video doorbell thing, which I've got. I purchased it because I got fed up of having to answer the door and find out it was Jehovah's Witnesses, which I had yesterday. It works really well. You can tell them to bugger off and not have to open the door. And of course, then you very, very lazy, but X to you. So there's no monthly fee with this one. The Ring doorbell, which you've probably heard of, because they advertise it quite a lot, there is a monthly fee that you have to pay to make it worthwhile. Well, this one here isn't any, so it's 100% free. Hello, Gary, Mr. Lakey.
Oh, I hate you, Butler. Oh, it's made my day, that is.
So, of course, I got a bit distracted with that, setting it up and putting it on my door. And then I was trying to test it out, make it work, make it go off. And by sticking my hand out the window, and of course it didn't go off, so I had to go back in and do the adjustments on it. But it seemed to work yesterday quite well. Today it's not working so well. I don't know why that is. And of course, I've been spending the last 2 days on doing the video editing. So this is the Thailand Adventure number 10, which I'm editing now. So I have 2 or 3 days, which I'm working on. So day 1, 2, and 3. And it's quite surprising. I was going through day 4, 5, and 6, and I didn't realise that I did those things on those particular days at that time of the holiday. I thought it was later on, but obviously we'll see. So we have our first call, the Lakey chappie.
Swaddy Cat.
Swaddy Cat, all right.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, mate, not too bad. I'm doing the editing, as you heard.
I did hear something about it. I thought I'd get in quick before everybody comes on.
Yeah, slow start today, slow start. Oh, we got £3.
I'm surprised.
We got £3 from Brian. Hello, Brian. Thank you. £3 for a coffee. Cheers, mate. That's very kind. That's a super chat. If you want to do a super chat, you can. That's very simple. £3 in the kitty.
£5 in Westbury, mate.
Hey,
it'd be £5 in Westbury.
Actually, I can get a cup of tea for £1.80.
Well, they haven't heard of inflation then.
No, I'll have change from that, won't I? £1.20.
You have, mate.
I'll be able to buy a cake. Well, I'll be able to buy half a cake.
I'll tell you what we do, Andy. In the middle of the town, there's a little place there.
Oh, Cutting Gaspers.
No, not there. This is in the this is in the town itself. £1.50 for a coffee there, mate.
£1.50. Oh, I better come down then.
Yeah, but it's in the rubbishy cups, you know. It's not a proper.
All right, I like this cafe because it's they make really nice tea, and every time I go in there, it's really nice tea, and every time it's got the right amount, and I think it's £1.80.
Well, that's cheap for today, mate.
Eccles cake.
Everything's gone up.
I don't know how much an Eccles cake is actually, Brian. If I go in that cafe, it'll probably be about £3. They did, Amy's Cafe. They tend to be very on the higher end price, but obviously it's quality product. It's decent.
Hang on a minute, I can hear an echo, mate.
Can you? Oh, what is that then? What echo? Gary.
You can get all that in our market pretty cheap, mate. They got a market in Plymouth. It's not too. Well, it used to be even cheaper, but prices have gone up. Yeah, we managed to get some pigs in blankets the other day.
Pigs in blankets.
So we put them away for Christmas, mate, because they reckon it's going to be a shortage on that type of thing.
Well, them pigs, they're going to be really cold, aren't they, if they haven't got blankets?
Well, they have them telling porkies, though, don't they?
They tell porkies? Oh, God.
They do.
Brum. Yeah, well done, mate. That's very good. We got Mr. Ralphie.
Come on the other night, mate.
Hello, Mr. Ralphie. Mr. Ralphie.
Oh,
Bum.
Did Lloyd come on the other night?
No, of course not.
Oh, he didn't. He had too many chains, mate.
I was there waiting at 9 o'clock in the morning, and he didn't turn up. No.
Thailand and Lloyd is not a good mix, mate, is it? For the fact that everything's too cheap over there, booze-wise, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's not that cheap now.
Especially if you're going to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven's all right, but I don't think it's that cheap, though, is it, really? Not when you think about it.
Well, it is compared to here. I mean, if you go to the bar, but obviously the prices have gone up.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
The pound's weak, isn't it, now, so the cronies of the government have made sure of that.
Of course they have, yep. And
have you been watching about this World Cup, Andy?
No, I haven't, but they banned alcohol apparently now.
Well, obviously what's happened, I can read between lines. I don't want to say too much on what we're on at the moment, but there's been a bit of backhanding going on.
Oh, surprise.
Yeah, obviously, because why would you change the rules 2 days before it's going to start? I mean, Budweiser or one of the big beer makes. They put millions into it.
Well, they're buggered, aren't they? Because they're
Sponsorship.
not going to be able to buy any beer, are they?
But this guy who's obviously running the show, he was blaming it. I've gone off the World Cup. Usually I like the World Cup, but I don't now. This, with what's gone on and that. And isn't that
guy? Isn't he Seb Blatter or something? Seb Platter? Or
no,
something?
That was Seb Blatter. It's another guy now. He got done for fraud, didn't he? Seb Blatter.
Well, that says it all, doesn't it? I mean, if the guy gets done for fraud, what do you expect?
Well, they've investigated every committee member of FIFA.
Oh, right.
I was watching a program there because they're all suspected of some sort of sabotage and fiddling going on.
Yeah,
so,
doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, no, money talks, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, money talks.
Somebody says to me it's $500,000 and that, they'll take it, won't they?
Of course they will. Oh, I would.
We can all live with Alfie in Egypt then, see?
Yeah, well, I think Alfie's moving, so we won't be going there.
Where's Alfie moving to? Back in
Thailand.
Oh, he's going to Thailand, is he?
Well, that's the plan. I don't know when it will be.
We want Alfie back here, mate, don't we?
Why?
Well, we'll get him into the Houses of Parliament and that, sort him out. No, I don't blame him for going to Thailand. It's a nice life there, isn't it?
Well, it's easy life, isn't it? Easy life.
Yeah, everything's cheaper, mate, and all that.
If you got my missus, it's not.
No. I watched your friend the other day, mate.
My friend?
Back in 2016, this was.
Oh, yeah.
And he did it was a cost of living thing, what you would do if you lived in Thailand.
Yes, I saw that one, yeah.
I have seen it several times, but he goes and gets a haircut and all this sort of thing. And for everything he did, with a meal and everything, it was £9.
£9? Wow.
Well, obviously, prices go up now, go up a bit, but...
It cost me £9 for a haircut, yeah?
Well, yes, but if you was with Tad, she'd do it for free, mate.
She wouldn't cut my hair, no. I wouldn't let her cut my hair.
Is she no good at cutting hair?
No, she wouldn't cut hair, no. A bloody sister would, though.
Well, your sister?
No, her sister.
Well, I was talking about sisters. I see your sister was in the latest one there.
Oh, yeah. What, you like that one, did you?
Very good, mate. I watched one the other day where you've been in the market.
Oh, yeah. We've got another one coming out soon. Good. Well, Monday.
No, you were in the market, I think it was last week, wasn't
it? Which market was that?
Oh, which one? I'm just trying to think.
Because we went to... we went to Western Supermare for the Thai...
that was one I watched.
Thai restaurant.
No, this was a market.
Market.
And you said it wasn't very good. It was... I forget where it was now. It was a market somewhere.
Okay. I can't remember now. I've got about 20 videos waiting.
Cool. Will they be out before next Christmas, Andy, the last one, or what?
I'm hoping that the Thailand 10 series will be out before I go again.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll tell you what, that little, talking about Thai restaurants and cafes, the one in the market in Plymouth's always rammed.
Plymouth,
mate.
what are you doing, mate? You're giving Plymouth a bloody plug.
I am, that's what I'm saying. Where I come from, me old mate. Yeah. It's always rammed. It's £8 a dish they charge.
£8, not bad. That's not bad.
Well, it's just, but you're not. It's no comfort, is it? You're just sat around like a bar, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it would be better if they had tables and things.
Yeah, there is a couple of Thai restaurants in the town itself.
I'm going to have to do Plymouth. I'm going to have to come and do Plymouth, I think. Because I think
we went to one called the Thai Bo, Andy.
Thai Bo?
Yeah, lovely food, yeah.
Thai Bo. Ah.
And that was all seats and everything.
Yeah, what, no food?
Well, you've got a little bit of rice and different things, and what Alfie's going to get for 40 baht. And
He ain't going to get much for 40 baht.
I don't know. You do. You seem to find the food for 40
Well,
baht.
yeah. My missus has been going to Central Plaza in the lower area, and they have a bowl of noodles, and it costs like 10, 20 baht. But they have to have 8 bowls each because it's not very much. It makes me laugh. It really does.
Oh, you take me back to the Kev days, you do, mate, because he used to do that. He went around testing all the food, didn't he?
Yeah, it's just like every time they do it, they have about 8 bowls of this bloody noodles.
So really, what they're paying, 20 baht, would cost them 160.
Yeah, it's
So
stupid.
they
It
could
really
get
is.
something wonderful for that, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could. But I bet you it's very tasty, though. I bet it's very nice.
Well, am I right in saying, Andy, from my experience, Thai food is sweet?
It can be, and
compared to
it is
Chinese,
very
yeah.
sort of because of the MSG that they cook with.
Yeah.
You tend to have like it goes through you, and you feel hungry again very quickly.
I don't, because I had a Thai meal once, and it was actually a takeaway job.
Yeah,
They've got this takeaway sort of place. Obviously, it's like a Chinese, but
yeah.
I enjoyed it, mind. But it
You
was
always
very
feel
sweet.
You always have it, and then you always feel hungry later.
Yeah, that's so you go back and order again, like your wife with all the bowls. Yeah. So you're going in March, mate, are you?
Yeah, got the ticket all booked up, ready to go. That'll be Thailand Adventure number 11.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Cornish capers, mate.
Cornish Shapers. They got to do that again, haven't they? Really? Yeah.
Well, that's in. I love, as I told you before, down there, Doc Martens. It's lovely down there, isn't it?
I got to do the South Coast though. I can't do that one again. I've got to do South Coast.
What, Southampton and all that?
No, not there. South Cornwall.
Oh, sorry, South Cornwall.
Yeah.
When you said the South Coast, I thought you meant
South
of England.
South. Well, I should really do Isle of Wight because there's loads on the Isle of Wight.
Yes, that's my friend went there. It's lovely there. They've got like they use like old London tube trains and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'd love to do
and
that.
Buses and
it won't be very accessible, but I'll have a go.
I don't know. I think it's quite good over there.
You'll like tomorrow anyway. You'll like tomorrow's video.
Well, what's tomorrow's video? But on the buses or?
No, on the underground Jubilee line.
Oh yeah, well we've been there with a daughter, London.
How'd you get on?
I tried to type that one in, but it rightly said it's not ready. You know, it's tomorrow, like you know.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow
we got 3 episodes. Tomorrow, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's 3 episodes.
I must admit, Andy, you said how did we get on? Very well, actually, because what happened was they seen us coming on the first station. This guy come up. He said, "Can I help you?" He said, "I'll phone in to make sure they're ready for you where you're going." So on every station, because we had a daughter with us, there was somebody there ready to. But they also told us where not to get off.
Yeah,
because there's
no
good for wheelchairs.
Yeah, that's it. I think wheelchairs a lot easier though. If you got, you can get on and off the train. When you got small wheels like I have, it's not very easy.
No, I parked the car in Reading, and we got the train in from Reading.
Oh yeah, because you can do the new train now. You can do the purple train. Yeah.
I don't know what it is now. This was about 4 or 5 years ago we went.
Oh yeah. No, the Lizzie line, the Elizabeth line's out now. It's going all the way to Reading now.
Oh, obviously that's to do with the Queen, is it?
Well, it's purple line, Elizabeth line, whatever you want to call it. But it's the one that goes right through London, all the way to the other side.
Oh, right. Well, we only really hang around in the middle, obviously, like, you know.
Yeah, I want to go down again. I want to go and do some more videos in there because I want to go to, you know what they've got in what's it called? The old power station, Battersea.
Go on.
They got a brand new high-tech mall.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just opened recently. It's huge, apparently. And
Oh, right.
I thought I'd go and do that.
Yeah, because, I mean, having the tube is so convenient, isn't it?
But it is if you can
'Cause,
get
you
on
know,
it.
Well, you just you've got to make sure you get what stations with lifts. That's the trouble.
Yeah, it's
And the
confusing
same
though,
with-
Gary. It's very confusing because, like, one of the lines, Circle Line, I think it is, you can only go round one way because if you go round the other way, you can't get off.
Ah,
So,
I don't know. Well, they were quite good with us, and you
Yeah.
know, it could have been where we were going as well. Like you know,
Yeah,
perhaps
yeah.
we didn't, you
Yeah.
know, but we had a good. We went into Green Park. That was nice.
oh yeah, Green Park. That's nice.
Green Park is the one next to where near Buckingham Palace, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, you
There's a
better
little
get
shop
off.
near. We went in near Buckingham Palace there because obviously they've got souvenirs of the royal family. It's like
Oh,
a shop. I don't know if you've ever been there, but
No,
um,
no, I've not been there.
we might
Oh.
have another go sometime at going. But obviously for me, it's a bit of a drive, Andy. It's 220 miles from here.
It's a long way, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, from Plymouth.
yeah, it's a long way.
That's the problem. It's a problem when you live, you know, so far down, like, you know,
So far down in Plymouth. Yes.
in Plymouth, yeah.
Plymouth. Yes.
I think we went up the M5 and then up the M4, I think was a...
Oh, it's a long way
route
round.
we did.
Isn't that a long way round?
No, not for where we were going, because I wanted to stop in Reading, didn't I?
Oh,
So
yeah.
If
yeah.
I was going another part of London, I'd have gone up the 303.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to say
No,
hello
no.
to Kev? Hello, Kev.
Big Kev?
Doing it Yorkshire style. Yorkshire style.
Hey up, lad.
Yeah. Have you had any more parcels from Kev?
No, I'm still waiting. Hopefully get another food parcel coming up. Cost of living and all that.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can hope. There's two hopes, mate. Bob hope and some hope, yeah.
Bob hope
But,
and no hope.
I think you've done well. Kev did well with that one, didn't he?
Oh, it was really nice. I've loved every bit of it. I've actually I've finished it all now.
It's shocking, Andy. I can't believe you've done that. Not
We're
thought
up.
of any of your subscribers,
Oh,
mate.
sorry about that, mate, but it was so tasty.
It was Moorish, was it?
And it would have gone off by the time it got to you in Plymouth.
Well, you might well have done. Anyway, I'll let you go, mate. Let somebody else come on.
Apparently-
Lots of people coming on.
Well, no, Kev says, sorry, going to be quite quiet because we're up against the World Cup today.
Oh, dear.
So it might be a bit quiet.
I don't know why, because it's... I didn't think a lot of the people that came on here were football fans.
That's what I thought, but
suddenly-
you never know. Maybe they didn't want
I
to
mean,
speak, they
I
don't want to
don't
come on.
think- Keith might be stuck in the park or having a cuddle with somebody. Like, you know, you don't know. Bless him.
Yeah, you might. And
might
and
well.
John, we got John, and I see Lloyd's on there somewhere. I can see you in the chat
Lloyd.
window. Yeah, Lloyd's on. Ba, 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 ba.
How long's he got left now, Andy?
Not long, I don't think.
I mean, he's got to have been there 2 weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it. I think
It soon goes by me, old mate.
it does,
he's been,
yes.
He's been down sort of 6 quid a bit, I think.
I don't think he has, mate. I think he's been in his room the whole time.
He's been in the hotel. He goes down to see Andy O'Free in the Hideaway, I think, doesn't he? He said.
I think that's once. I think one time.
Yeah, if I ever go there, mate, I'll be going there.
Oh, I go there all the time, mate. Very nice.
Yeah, brilliant.
Great food. Great
All right
food.
then, mate. You have a good one. Get back on the chat, me old mate.
All right. Take
See you
care.
again.
Bye.
Bye, Andy. Bye, Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Right. I wonder where John is. John. Where are you, John? John. Where are you, Richard? Richard. Where is everybody? That's a bit quiet today. Only 10 viewers. Shall we do some more phone calls? Chat window. And we can do Streamyard video. So give us a call, give us a chat, give us a view, whatever you fancy. That's it.
Real cool, man.
And of course, don't forget.
Bad old putty cat.
Bad old putty, that. Oh, we're talking about the government today. Yep. Surprise! So, football should be banned. I agree. I think it should be great. I think that's a very good idea. Oh, yes.
I don't think so.
Ban it. There's a bunch of blokes running around hugging each other. Oh, yes. Controversial. Vote Yorkshire Party. Well, you have to have an election to have a vote, mate. You can't just vote. There's no point in just voting. When is the election? Vote for the Yorkshire Party. Oh, there he is, a bit late. Hello, Richard.
Richard? 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 Oh, Richard.
We've been on half an hour. Where you been, mate? My God, slacking. Slacker.
Get back to work, you slacker.
Oh, dear God. Anyway, I can't see the chat. Vote Yorkshire Party. Viva la Revolution. Yeah, bring back the old guillotine. That's Madame Guillotine. I know a few that could do with that. Oh, look, it's Mr. Rudy.
A message to you, Rudy.
And of course, Mrs. Rudy, I presume. I don't know. We can't always presume. Hello. Rudy Rude. Ooh, that's so rude. Oh, so rude.
Oh, that was so rude.
Ooh, that was so rude. Rude. We haven't seen Itsy Bitsy for 25 years now. Wonder where he is. Itsy Bitsy, if you're watching, where are you? I think that all disappeared when he was moving house and probably got buried by his girlfriend for not being a good husband. Yeah, that's probably what it was. She's bumped him off and buried him in the back garden.
What are you, some kind of nutcase? This is the last straw. I ain't fed up with you.
So I've been editing the Thailand Adventures. Started on that. It's looking good. You took a day off and you still missed it. Never mind. Right, so yeah, it's looking good, and I'm on day 2 and a bit. Nearly finished day 2, need a couple more bits to do, and then it'll be done. I'll be on day 3. Actually, day 3, it's quite surprising what I did, like on video, because I thought I did it later in the holiday. Actually, quite early on, and one of those was Buram. So we got that one coming up, day 4 or 5, I think it is. You only missed him. And stop touching me elbow. Anyone spoke Thai to a non-Thai? I do that all the time. Sawasdee. You can go around going, bing bong.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Yep. That's it.
You know, those guys in there think I'm crazy. And I am too.
What time do you call this then, Jackie? Bit late. We've been on for half an hour. Where are you Wednesday? You're not doing Wednesday now? Bit slacking then, are we? Slacker? You slacker?
Get back to work, you slacker.
Get back to work. Yes, at restaurants. Oh, shut your face, Richard. She was bloody Asian, all right.
Oh, that was so rude.
I reckon she was Chinese, or she was Thai, but she didn't speak English. She only speak English because she's actually born here in the UK. So stick that in your pipe and stick it up your ass.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. So rude. So there we go. Fantastic. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. Don't forget we need likes, shares. I need some shares. Lots and lots of shares. How do you know? You never saw her. She was wearing a muzzle. Couldn't see her face. Definitely Asian. And she was not European, as you said. Even my sister was surprised. That was a good restaurant, though. Good food. Western Supermare. You will notice that Western Superman went there and did a video blog, got his food free, had loads of dishes, and then didn't mention me at all. So I'm not going to mention him. So there we go. Give us a thumbs up. Don't know if this is working. Is that working? Obviously not working. Oh. It is working, but it's not working properly. Welcome. It don't work. It don't work. Why not? Not working. Boom. Got a new toy. It's not really working properly. We'll be having Chinese. Oh God. You're back on the takeaways then, Dougie? What happened to the healthy food regime? Of course, if you're here, that means we have Andy number 4. Andy number 4, please.
How do you like it? How do you
No Andy number 6 yet. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. Surprise!
Surprise!
Or no surprise.
Well, it's about time.
Bad old putty cat.
Surely not.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Ah.
Oops, this sucks.
So there we go. Chinese takeaways for dinner. That's what's for dinner. Thai takeaway. Chinese takeaway. So, why isn't that appearing on the screen? Bit strange. The chat window. Oh, that's why. Too low down. That's better. Not be happy in Qatar because they can't drink beer. Bing bong. Why not change? It takes too long. So, gone but not forgotten. Good job you can watch the football at home, isn't it? Where you can actually have a beer if you want one. But if you go there, you can't have one. 220 million. Peppermint tea, oh Jesus. Captain 7-Eleven. There's a name from the Blast from the Past. There's Troll City.
Shazam!
Oh my God, Brian. Beef burger, sausage and fried egg. Sandwich. Wow. Amazing. Yorkshire tea all the way. In fact, I like the what's it called? The biscuit version. That is really nice. That is so yummy, I tell you. If you're having a cup of tea, biscuit version. Comes in a yellow packet and Yorkshire tea, obviously. Wow, it's so good. Jam and toast. Hello. Hello, Keith.
Hello, Andy. You all right?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Let me play.
Sorry? Oh.
Let's get rocked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's my theme tune, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. And let me.
Bad old putty cat.
Yeah, I've tried to get him in. He doesn't want to come in.
Well, I don't blame him, mate. I don't blame him.
Don't blame him.
Well, you know, fresh air, get some fresh air in his lungs.
Yeah. It's been raining.
Oh, well, you know, let's have a wash.
Yeah. I got him a flea collar.
Have you? That's probably why you don't want to come in.
Yeah. Because people have complained, well, near neighbours saying they're getting bitten by fleas, but I'm not getting bitten by fleas.
They're just moaning minis, aren't they?
But I got a flea collar from a pet shop,
Mm.
And they said, well, we had such a mild November that it's coming from hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Because hedgehogs haven't hibernated yet.
Oh, yes. Right. So it could be them.
Yeah.
They like to blame cats, don't they? They like to blame anything, these people.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But I'm not getting bitten.
No.
How are they getting bitten?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Unless they've been out round the back here, getting it from hedgehogs.
Have you got a lot of hedgehogs around there?
Well, I haven't seen them, but they're quite shy, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
They're very secretive hedgehogs.
They come out at night.
They should have hibernated by now because it's such a mild November. They haven't hibernated, so they're carrying all these fleas.
Well, don't tell any of the old NWO because they'll say, "Look, we told you, climate change." Bullshit.
Oh yeah, New World Order. Oh right, yeah. Yeah.
That's evidence of change, isn't it? Evidence it's getting warmer. Bullshit.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah.
Bullshit.
Oh yeah, call bullshit. Yeah,
I call bullshit on that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with environmentalism in itself, but global warming, you know. I mean,
well, they changed the name because they've proven it wasn't warming.
Yeah.
They just said climate change.
Yeah. Well, I think what's warming up the Earth, it's that big ball in the sky called the sun.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. And the spraying in the sky that's done it. That's what's done it.
Yeah, yeah.
Making it warmer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you've got cloud to cover all the time. Where they sprayed and they cloud forms in the sky, then it's going to keep the heat in, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Very logical. Yeah, I'm not a scientist, and I understand that.
No, nor am I a scientist. I'd like to be a scientist.
Oh, I don't know.
That'd be a good job, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I bet you get paid well.
But you do, yeah. Well, you get paid well if you tell them what they want to hear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'll be a scientist, guys. If you pay me loads of money, I'll say whatever you want me to say.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Bullshit. Yeah. The bullshit broadcasting company. That's the BBC. That is.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, the BBC propaganda unit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but bullshit. What was it? What's the other one? Bias Broadcasting Corporation. No, there's another one I thought of. British Bullshit Corporation.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots in there. Lots of those.
Hmm.
So, what have you been up to then? I presume you've been out.
Yes, I have come out. I had a skinful of beer.
Oh.
Been to a stand in the park. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I went to the pub in St Albans. Met two standers.
All right. Yeah.
Man and wife.
That's good.
Had a few beers. Yeah. Got a social drink up in the Hare and Hounds in St Albans, December the 10th.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. Yeah. So it's Saturday evening. It is.
Hare and Hounds, anybody? Yeah, Hare and Hounds.
Hare and Hounds in St Albans.
St Albans. So if you're around that way, go and.
I don't think anyone will know it, but.
Well, they might if they're around that way.
Yeah.
We're a worldwide audience. We've got people everywhere.
Really? Yeah.
Well, we've got St Albans. We've got round your way. We've got London. We've got bloody Yorkshire. Yeah.
But that's just in this country. Have you got outside the country though?
America, Egypt, Thailand, Australia. We got trolls in Australia.
Trolls in Australia. Oh.
Yeah.
Have you got Jamaica?
Jamaica? I don't know if we've got Jamaica. No, not sure.
Yeah, Jamaica. Yeah, you said that bloke looked like Will Smith. What's his name? Joseph L. Patterson. UIC Liberty TV.
Oh yeah.
I like their blue T-shirts with yellow trimmings. I really like one of those.
Well, blue and yellow is very, very Ukrainian, isn't it?
Well, no, not in that way. But no, not in that way. No, I mean, mate, it's supposed to be blue with the yellow.
Yeah,
you know.
I know. I'm taking the Mickey.
Yes, I know you are. Yeah.
Kind of a laugh, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's we'd all die crying.
Well, yeah, it seems like every day something new is being pushed forward. This week we've had everything, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it in one hand and take it out the other hand.
That's right. Yeah.
Was that 23% on fuel?
23% on fuel.
Yeah,
I don't drive. I wouldn't know.
12p a litre.
Yeah.
From March, and he didn't bother announcing it. He didn't. That's how interested he is. He couldn't even be bothered to tell us.
Yeah. No. Hey, what do you think of Matt Wangcock?
I've got another video out tomorrow. I think it's going to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to do another video about him.
I've not watched it, but apparently people are voting for him to do all these trials, aren't they?
They are, and he's done every single one, and he's done really well in each one. It's really annoying.
Oh, yeah.
And people, I don't know if these are real people, but people are phoning in, going, "We don't want to see him doing it anymore. We don't want him to do it anymore."
Yeah.
So, who the fuck is moaning about him doing bloody trials? That's what I want to know. These people idiots.
I know.
Gosh.
He's got blood on his hands, this bloke.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you wait for my video, you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah.
Shocking it is.
I'll tell you what they should do. They should leave him in the jungle, no cameras, nothing. Leave him to fend for himself.
Yeah, I think they should.
Yeah, they should leave them all there.
Leave them all there.
No cameras, no nothing.
See this.
See how they get on then.
Yeah, I think so. You're looking at a V8 for a project going to help with your CO2 emissions. Yeah. Boy George. Yeah, there was some controversy about him as well, wasn't there?
Really? No, I don't know.
Can't remember.
Boy George. Because he's in the jungle. Because I've not watched it. I used to watch it, but I've given up. It's all the crap.
I can't be arsed with it. I know my brother-in-law has it on.
Oh, right.
It's like, oh, what are you watching that shit for, mate?
Yeah. I only watch TV that deviates, like National Geographic, and that's a good. And there's a channel called Blaze.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that. And
you heard of Blaze?
I've heard of Blaze. Yeah, I got probably on. It's probably on my app, on my TV.
Right.
Got TV app, TV box, Android box. But I tend to watch. I haven't watched any normal TV at all. For a long time.
No. Because all I do is get on catch up or tape it or.
Well, it annoys me so much.
I'll go onto YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Yeah, I was watching it on my brother-in-law's TV because he had it on, and the news came on. And I thought, I can't watch this. I said to him, "Turn it off. It's so shit." And he goes, "Oh, it's really good." I said, "You're joking, mate. It's not good at all." What are you on? The news, on ITV.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
It's all bullshit. It's all lies and crap propaganda, you know.
Yeah. I know. Yes. No telly chat for me either, mate. Hello, Timmy. You got Timmy in there. Timmy Round Jump.
Black Betty, bam lamb, whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb.
Ramadan church.
I got that single somewhere. Can't find it. I bought it. I bought it when it came out, 1977. Sam Jam Black Betty.
Yeah, that's the one. Very good.
I think it's a one-hit wonder, isn't it?
It is a one-hit wonder, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a good one.
It is. It's good. Yeah. It's gets you in the mood, you know.
It does. Yes.
Yeah.
British Bullshit Corporation. Yes, that's correct.
British Bullshit Corporation. Yeah.
Yes.
Bullshit Broadcasting Corporation.
Yes. Keith. Hello, any young ladies?
So who said that? Hello, young
Gary.
ladies.
Gary's asking any young ladies.
Well, for me.
For you.
For me.
For you.
I wish it was. Yeah.
Any hugs?
Any hugs?
Hugs. Yeah, hugs. Hugs. You know, hugs. Hugs. Huggy. Hug.
Oh, hugs. Oh, hugs. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, got plenty of those today. Yeah.
In the park. Yeah.
Yeah, in the park. Not to catch anything, are you?
No, I don't think so. I think after all these many years, I don't think you're going to get anything from anybody.
No.
By hugging.
It's weird, isn't it? I mean, someone who's not ill hugs someone else who's not ill. They can catch something.
That you're not ill from. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
That's so bloody weird, that is.
Well, it's the propaganda.
Yeah.
But there you go. It's life. It's life as it was.
Yeah.
Not life as we know it.
Not life. Am I the first one on this program, or have you had someone on before?
No, yeah, Gary on. Gary's on.
Oh, Gary on, yeah, because I was a bit late coming in, you see. So,
Yeah. Gary was on about half an hour ago.
Half an hour, yeah. All right, yeah.
Yeah. Keith, what's for dinner?
Oh, who's asking that? Jackie.
Who do you think?
Get into your thick head. I just eat things now and then. On a Sundays, if I'm very busy, I like to stand in the park. I eat things here and there. You know.
Yeah.
I don't. And dinner, and it's tea this time. Lunch or something.
What do you call it then? What do you call tea time? Is it tea time or is it dinner time?
I don't know. Tea time, dinner. Well, when I grew up, it was breakfast, dinner, tea.
And tea, yeah.
But exactly. Dinner or lunch or tea, yeah.
Yeah. Dinner or lunch, yeah. That's it.
And I just had a wrap or a sandwich I got from from Iceland.
A wrap from Iceland? Oh, okay.
A wrap, you know those wraps. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they did wraps.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah. If you look hard, well, I just came, just saw it. I thought, oh, I have one of those. Why not?
Yeah, I've just got to give a shout out to G Pops, who's on Odyssey. So hello, and he says that he has just seen the Ontario physicians sent out a suggestion that they are going to possibly mandate people who refuse medications, and they're going to call them psychiatric patients. They're going to call them mental cases.
Right.
So, something that we can't really talk about here on this YouTube.
No, because it's stupid, ridiculous censorship, isn't it?
Yeah.
This didn't used to happen until Google took over.
I think it got worse. No, I think it got worse.
YouTube, didn't they?
Yeah.
You used to say what you like, and
well, in the beginning, yeah. Yeah, it did get worse. I think they were going down that route, but I think Google are responsible for most of it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one day spy on you. You know, they have these street maps or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they do spy on you, don't they, with your phone?
Yeah, they do. But I've not got a smartphone. It's a dumb.
Oh, right. Okay, you're lucky then. Because I know.
Yeah.
I know. You could have your.
I did have a smartphone, but.
You've got smart. You've got smart.
Right. I've got smart.
Yeah, and you got rid of it.
Well, I don't know. I've lost it. I think it's sort of lying around in the flat somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But I've not stopped it. I've not put what's that thing in the back? What it's called?
A SIM
card. A SIM card. That's
yeah.
A SIM card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get yourself a dumb phone, can't you? That's what they call it, a dumb phone.
That's what I'm on now. A dumb phone.
Right, a dumb phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit rude, don't it? Saying, I've got a dumb phone.
Dumb phone. Well, I don't think the phone will take offence.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, you know what it's like. My phone's on my desk and it'll be listening to me. And if I say anything, it will go, hello, can I find that for you? No.
Yeah.
Go away.
No, right.
Pain in the ass. Shut up, Google, as they say.
Yeah, shut up, Google.
Shut up, Google.
You bastard.
Yeah, but that's it, isn't it? That's the plan. Everybody on their phones.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, that's right. They have Timmy. You look at the comment there. I'm not going to read it out.
Yeah, I've got to see these comments. You got my? Can't see them. It's got my name, Keith. Hello. Only on your. I can't see what this. It's Gary Lakey.
Yes.
Keith. Hello. Any young ladies?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Oh, we're a bit more mature than young.
Mature ladies, yes.
Could have been the British Bullshit Corporation. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, Big Keith, my old fruit. He's not on big. That's Timmy.
Yes. Timmy, yes. Timmy Ramjan.
Yeah, I'm just watching these things on the TV screen here.
Yeah, you've got chat.
You said it better. Hi. Vocro gets me in. Oh, there's another Keith. What's? Oh, shit in hell. Who's that? Archie Love Handmade. Keith, what's for dinner? Now you're winding me up now.
Jackie, that is. Jackie's.
It's under Archie Love Handmade.
Yeah. Archie Love.
Is that Archie Love Handmade?
Yeah.
Timmy, hi, Richard.
Do you not remember her jingle? A jingle like this. Archie Love.
Yeah.
You'll be here all day if you read them all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm just interested, you know. I do come up to a TV screen, see what they said.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's
anyway
loads of comments there.
Yeah. I don't know what else I've got to say anyway. I might have to probably go off now because there's someone else come on.
Well, it's nice to talk to you every week.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say.
Well, we can always have a chat with Lemmy, can't we? Lemmy.
Bad old putty cat.
Bad old putty cat.
Lemmy the pussy cat. Yeah, he's outside. He didn't want to come in.
He didn't want to come in? Oh, no.
I don't know. He's in two minds.
I'm in two minds. Both of my minds. Don't know what I'm on about.
Yes, I'm in two minds.
So, yeah. They'll come in when he's ready.
Yeah, he'll come in when he's ready, when he's hungry.
Yeah, when he wants some food.
Yeah. So I bought some chicken for him from Iceland.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, he's getting treated, yeah.
He likes chicken.
Bought some more cat food, Felix. You'll like that. Salmon, beef, whatever, lamb, trout.
Yeah.
It gets fed better than I do. Yeah. I'm envious now. Yeah. I'll have to steal his food, you know.
You have to steal his food.
Well, his mum did because there used to be people in the flat opposite.
Yeah.
They sold me when he was a kitten for £20.
Yeah.
Her name was Suki. She had her second litter of kittens because she wanted spayed. So asked me if I wanted a cat. I said, yeah, all right, £20. I got him. Had him since he was a kitten. He's 12 years old now.
Oh, bless.
And he's quite attached to me.
I bet he is. Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice story, isn't it? Oh.
Yeah, nice story. He should be Prime Minister.
Yeah, he should be.
It was Larry the cat.
If Larry can do it, so can he.
Yeah, Larry, yeah.
Let me for PM, let me for PM, let me for PM.
Yeah, and Larry the cat.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh, what about Liz Truss? Didn't last longer than elected, did she?
Ow! Frying pan of doom.
Anyway, I must go anyway because got things to do. I've got because someone might want to come on.
Things to do, places to go.
Well, not places to go. Just to unpack my shopping. Get the cat in.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well,
something to eat.
Yep.
I'm not having dinner, Jackie.
Don't tell Jackie.
Don't tell Jackie. Yeah, I'm going to eat the cat food.
You're going to eat the cat food.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, have a good week, Keith.
I will. Yeah.
We'll catch you next time.
Oh, before I go, you don't know what Fifi looks like, do you?
I don't know who.
You know Fifi?
Fifi? Yeah.
You know what she looks like?
Yeah, because we looked on her page.
Oh, you know what she looks like? Oh,
yeah.
Right, okay, yeah. Stand in the Park, UK, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
I don't know you've spoken to her, but all right.
Yeah.
All
I'd look.
I'll speak to you later.
All right, take care, Keith. Bye.
Cheers. Bye then. Bye.
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 There we go. That's Keith. So the phone lines are open. If you want to call in. I will highlight a message there. All I've got to say, Richard, is absolute effing bullshit. The only people lying are them. So, she's all right. That was short and sweet, wasn't it? Yeah. Cats are very self. They are. That's why I could never have a cat. Did you see Global ID emails? No, I didn't. Keith is funny. Oh, thank you. I'm sure he'll be happy. My dad's all right, Jackie. Surviving. Just about. I heard from my uncle, who is my dad's brother, and he ain't doing so well. Of the double, triple, what's it, thingamajig, what's it, jibby jabs, and developed cancer that he never had before. So he has until Christmas. They said you could be bullshit, absolute bullshit, Richard. Absolute fucking bullshit. I'm going to call out bullshit on that. Bullshit. You really believed them? No, we weren't close. He was blocked on Facebook. How is your wonderful family? Yeah, the whole system, isn't it? G-Pops, the whole system. If only people knew, they would be very, very annoyed. Now, I'm 61, and I'm actually shocked that the whole of my life and the whole of my parents' life and the whole of their parents' life, we've been going through this whole scam. And that's the only word for it, is fraudulent scam. And so you imagine that my parents, my grandparents, who have been dead for years, but they obviously, you work out how long ago that was, and go back even further. And this scam has been going on for hundreds of years. And we talked briefly about it, but there isn't much we can say on YouTube. But will get banned. And no, it's not misinformation, it's actually true, the whole of it. Trouble is, you can't do any research on it because it's hidden away. There you go. So so if you want to get rid of your lecky bills, it's dead easy, dead simple, perfectly legal, above board. There's only a certain way that you have to do it properly. You have to follow the steps, because if you don't, then they will get into trouble, because they will just come down on you like a ton of bricks, because they want to protect their revenue, and you are revenue. Let's just categorically say that the billing agents are people like British Gas or Southern Electric or Octopus or any of those. They do not make electric. They do not supply it. If they do make it, then it's just like you with a solar panel. It gets put into the grid, and then obviously they get money for that. So if they do make it, which very few people do, they don't supply, they don't manufacture it. It's actually made by the country, the national grid. That's the big organisation that makes it. They generate it and they supply it, and they look after the infrastructure. And it's already been paid for. So you're paying billing agents for something that they don't own, they don't supply, and is actually free anyway, but they would have you believe that you have to pay for it because they're making millions. There you go. And all you need to do is stop believing the bullshit and step out into the real world. I know that you sort of think that I talk a load of conspiracy, but it's not actually conspiracy at all. It's true. All of this is fact. And shockingly, it's if you watch a film called The Matrix, you'll get the basic principle of how we are at the moment in this system, the system of that we live in, that we've been living in for many, many years. In terms of probably 400 or 500 years, it's been that system that they created, and you are all hoodwinked into believing that this is real life. And yeah. So there you go. Uncle John, hello. You will find, Rudy, that these films are actually based on real life. Even though they are said to be science fiction, there are usually underlying truth. And it's the principle of the idea, it's not the actual film itself. So don't take it as gospel. Obviously, we are not going to be fighting computer generated machines. Well, not yet, but the idea of we're living in a world of make-believe that's been hidden from us. We need to step out of that. If you step out of it into the real world, then you'll find that the real world is actually totally different to the world that they want you to believe is real. And hence the idea that you're supposed to pay for your electric when quite literally they are robbing you blind. Absolutely robbing you blind. So there you go. If you want to keep on paying hundreds of pounds a month, then carry on doing it. I'm quite happy for you because I ain't paying it anymore. I've got no problem whatsoever. Got my own meter fitted perfectly legally by a qualified electrician. And there is no contract with anybody. And if anybody comes to the door, they can sod off because there is no contract. And of course, it's perfectly simple and easy to do, providing you follow the steps and the guidelines. If you contact them and tell them you're going to do it, they will tell you, oh no, that's illegal, we'll do you. Well, you've just told them what you're going to do. Why would you do that? I'm going to punch you in the mouth. Oh, are you really? Okay. I'm ready for you now. Interesting. But, you know, if you want to carry on paying hundreds of pounds a month, then carry on paying it because I'm not paying it. Perfectly legally. Oh yeah, but they want amnesty, don't they, Jackie? They want amnesty. No, I don't think that they should. They should not get it, especially that Piers Morgan, two-faced bastard. Anybody like Piers Morgan? Nah, sorry, I've got no time. No time for them. That's it. Well, these so-called people in charge, well, look at them. There's, what's his face? Rothschild. Got to be 90 odd now. Follow the money. Exactly. Follow the money. Where does the money go? Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Money is just a, what's it called? A useless bit of technology that was invented and implemented. And in fact, I think it was about 1970-ish when money was removed from the gold standard. So it doesn't mean anything. It's just a bit of paper. It's not even backed by gold anymore. So you have a bit of paper saying that you have £20 on it. That is it. It's just a bit of paper with £20 on it. There is no gold backing. Whereas before you could go and get gold to the value of £20. So obviously the value of gold and silver, if you follow that, has all gone up in value. So if you actually bought some gold and silver like a year or two ago, you'll be in the money now because it's worth a lot more. Yeah. So follow the money. Pound sterling, pound of sterling silver, correct. And obviously gold backed. Not since the 70s, Kev. Now it's worth nothing. They call it a fiat currently. Fiat, F-I-A-T. I have no idea what that means, but it's fiat currency. But yeah, as I say, if you want to stop paying your shockingly expensive rip-off prices for something that you don't have to pay, then do let me know. I will help you. Very, very easy. I presume that is why Saddam Hussein is renowned for giving his people free electric, because it's the same principle. Same principle of what we've got here is that National Grid make it and supply it. So why would he make them pay? They went back on their Equality Act. Really? What's that about? Tell me more. Yep. So that was the idea, that he gave his people money for if they were unemployed. He gave money if they were getting married. They had free electric. Lots of things that he did for his people that you don't know about. Because why would they want you to know? So, very, very interesting. If you look into it, it's a very interesting story. Why did they kill him, Ruby? Do you know? I bet you don't know the real answer, why he's currently dead. Very interesting. There you go, Kev. African currency backed in gold. Correct. He was going to tell the Western world, the Americans, to go and GFY. Yeah, he was going to tell them to GFY because they were ripping him off. So he decided to bring in his own African-based currency, which obviously didn't happen because they killed him off. No, Kev, we started a war to rip him off, bump him off and rip him off. That was the real reason. Interesting. When is my flight? March. I've already paid. My price is fixed. I was thinking about going in Christmas if I had a sudden windfall, which you never know, might get a sudden windfall. Right, okay, so where do you hear that? What method of research was that information from? I guarantee it was from the mainstream media. Now £1,000. Oh well, I can believe that. I mean, there wasn't many seats left anyway. Right at the back. I'm sure they've sold those. Macadamia nuts. Wow, that's nice. Free electric is a sudden windfall. It is. Could be seen as that. Once you paid for your Lecky meter, which is 200 quid. Mind you, that's that is actually 1 month's payment. So it's cost you 1 month's payment to get your own meter fitted legally, all above board. So I suppose if you have November, December, that's 2 months. Probably get enough money for a half a ticket. Now I was thinking actually for a larger windfall, because it does happen. Organic slow cooked ground beef. What you mean, spag bol? You mean your gas and electric was sold to you by billing agents who aren't supplying it, and you're paying them money that you don't have to pay them? Okay. A lot less overheads. But I think, Timmy, nothing's changed, mate. Nothing's changed with the way that I run my house. It's all the same. It's just, you know, I'm not paying anything for it because I don't have to. It's free of charge. National Grid. Do you have to No, you don't, Richard. Oh my God, they wouldn't do it anyway. They'll tell you that you're being naughty and you're going to get into serious trouble and we're going to take you to court and we're going to blah, blah, blah. No, don't do that. How much is your how much are you paying these billing agents per month? And by the way, you can do lecky and you can do gas. Gas one is slightly more complicated because you do have to do several different steps more with the meter. You have to get it certified by an independent gas person, and you have to have a certificate, because if you don't have it, obviously that will be their way in. There are no meter readers. There are no meter readings. There is no bill. How far can we go with this? Simple. You have no contract. Everything in life, everything in the outside the matrix, everything in the matrix, right, is based on contract. Right? You are a person has been deceived. Everything to do with life as you know it is a con. We're all being conned. We're all being led up the garden path by the nose, like a bull being led up by the nose. It's a lie. The whole of life. They are ripping you off. Trouble is, it's been going on for far too long. Nobody actually understands what's going on until you actually step out the matrix. Step out of the system. Free man. Some of it I wouldn't touch because I don't understand it. But this lecky is dead simple. Absolutely dead simple. I'm so shocked how easy it is. You have a new name for the hate list. Who's that? What, Greta? So how much you paying then, Richard? Glenn Henry? I don't know who that is. Sorry. I reckon is that a footballer? Once your blinkers are off, there is no going back. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Richard, talk to me outside this environment, because it is so easy, mate. So easy. I mean, you haven't really helped yourself by contacting them and telling them all about it, but it's not a problem, even so. But there are ways. How much you paying a month? Come on, let me know. £200 a month. What? Bloody hell, you'd be rich. £200 a month. You could do a Patreon, a monthly payment. You could do that. That would cost you £6. You'd still be £194 in pocket. Hey, bloody hell, Kev. What, you don't want to save £90? Bucky Palace ain't got a meter. That's true. That is very true. Andy can rip you off instead. So, say in a year they see they are somehow losing 1 million paying customers. They only have one choice. That's right, but they will do their utmost to keep you in the system, because they will pull out any sort of stop that they can. But none of it is legal. None of it is based on real life. It's all fraud. All of this is fraud. And anything they say, like they have to Richard, they've told him that it's illegal to have a replacement meter. It's not illegal at all. In fact, there are laws that say that you do have to have one, but you don't have to have theirs, and they cannot do anything to you because it's based on fraud. All the bills are all based on fraud. So it depends on how much you don't want to pay, how much you want to save yourself £200 a month. It depends. If you're happy to do that, then yeah, well, it's up to you, mate. But there is no comeback. There might be a few little kinks in the armour, but nothing that you cannot handle. Certainly, it surprised me. Absolutely surprised me. That's right. Well, it's a fraud. That's why it's a fraud, Kev. They are committing fraud every single time that they charge you for something that's already been charged. You've already paid for it in your taxes. So it's like a double charge. And because you don't understand about this, they'll get away with it forever until somebody says, no, stop. Don't take my word for it. Do some of your own research and find out, but don't contact them because they will tell you it's illegal. And they would do, wouldn't they? Let's face it, they're protecting their revenue. Why would they tell you, oh, yeah, get your own, oh, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. You know? They're not going to tell you it's allowable. Why would they do that? It's like me saying to you, if you get to be a Patreon, you can never cancel it. You've always got to pay every month. Right? That's rubbish. You can cancel it anytime you like. Obviously, I'm going to put in place measures that you can't do it. It is logical. Trouble is, it's very difficult. Very difficult to understand the way unless you're out of the system and you understand what's going on. So that's what I say to you. or you will break your legs. Exactly, Kev. You can never stop paying. I'm just like the lecky companies. I wish I was getting their money. I tell you, £200 a month. Bloody hell, that would be good. Yeah. So, open mind is what you need. Oh no, I don't think so. They'll have a hard job filling any of these. There aren't, and it's not a loophole. It's actually the law. The only loopholes are actually people not understanding what's going on, being deceived. I'll say my parents probably still didn't know. I mean, I didn't know. But hey, that's that thing called research. It's really good. And having people that have done it before and they know what to do and what to say and what to write. Just think about contracts. What's the contract? What does the contract mean to you? It can be a verbal contract or it can be a written contract. Think about what that means. And remember, no contract is unbreakable. So you can cancel it. Think about it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I think it's about time we had some calls, I think. Calls, chat window or Streamyard. Let's Sunday Live talking really. Give us a call, give us a chat, or come on live and tell me all about it. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about anything within reason. Try to remind yourself. There are lots of videos out there. Oh, and tomorrow there is Jubilee Line. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's Jubilee Line Underground, London. That'd be quite good. Filmed on the new camera. All very good stuff. I've got about 20. Is that in London? That London. Yes, Kev. That London. That's why they call it London Underground. It's strange, isn't it? Need to put the steam engine link back on. Steam engine link. Steam engine. That's actually probably right. It probably is steam engine. Steam engine. So we got about 25 minutes. 12 people, 10 thumbs up. That's not bad at all. Actually, it's 14, but we're not counting. We've had about 20 today. 22, I think. 22 was the highest number. 22. Not too bad. We've had more than that. There's a lot of people missing. We haven't seen Andy, number 6. That'd be good. When you're doing the MW2, what's the MW2? In fact, no, Kev, don't tell me. It'll be some football-related shite. You're still the only... No, you're not. I'm a lady. I'm a lady on Sunday. I'm a lady. I do lady things. Yeah, there's about 20 videos waiting. Oh, Modern Warfare. Oh, okay. I haven't got it. I'm waiting for somebody to bite me. I've got time to play games anyway. Oh, it's Mr. Alfie Bobby. Mr. Alfie Bobby. Coming on live, Mr. Alfie Bobby. I wonder where John is today. I haven't seen John. Hello.
Hi.
All right. Mr. Alfie Bob. No John.
No, Richard. Maybe the
Richard
camera shy tonight.
He's on the chat window.
Yeah.
So,
I think yeah. I understand what you're saying about the electric meters, but I just can't see it being kosher.
I know. There'll be a lot of people like you, Rafi, that doubt it.
Yeah.
Right? It's been there are many hundreds of thousands of people doing it now.
Yeah.
And obviously there are processes that you have to follow. You can't just do it. There's a certain process to do with contracts, because obviously you need to cancel your contract. And if you don't cancel your contract, they have you by the short and curlies. And then that's when people go wrong. That's when people just do it, and they think that they can just stop paying. They can't just stop paying. You have to cancel your account.
Yeah. But you see,
I've been with Southern Electric SSE for 20 odd years, right? Pay me a bill every month, right? Until I found out about what they're doing, and all I do is I sent them a letter, cancelled my account, gave them 30 days. Right? 2 weeks in, another letter, second letter, cancelled my account, give them the meter readings. And then the third letter was on the last day of the month, 30 days, final meter reading, and advice that they need to take their money quickly, because I will be cancelling their direct debit in 7 days' time. After 7 days, you cancel your direct debit, and it's up to them. If they haven't taken their money, that's up to them. You've given them notice, cancelled your account, you have no liability to them, and surprise, surprise, still got power.
see, ultimately, any commodity that is produced has ownership by the producer.
National Grid.
And if you're getting that electricity free and there is an ownership to that power source, then surely they can prosecute you for theft.
Well,
because you're taking something that does not belong to you. Maybe you could argue via a legal loophole at the moment.
Well, no,
but if I owned, if I owned an electricity generating company and that was my electric, I'd say, hey, I want my money.
Yep, I perfectly understand what you're saying there, but there's several things. The National Grid generate it and supply it, and the infrastructure is maintained by the National Grid. National Grid is owned and paid for by the government. You pay the government for your taxes, therefore you are paying for that service, that product. You're paying for that product for your taxes. What these companies are doing, these scammers, they are billing agents, and they claim that they own and supply and make the electric when they don't. That's the first lie.
Well,
right?
I accept that, but do these companies not have to issue a tender to get the privilege to issue bills? Because that's how they make their money.
Well,
and it's up to them if they can reduce or, for a better deal for the customer.
Well, it's authorization, isn't it? You can't just be a billing agent. You can't just. I couldn't just set myself up. as a billing agent and allegedly supplying electric. I wouldn't be able to do that because I'd have to register with the government as an agent. I could if I knew what I was doing, then I could, but I don't need to, because these agents are actually they're committing fraud every single day by issuing bills for something that they don't own, which is where the problem is. They don't actually own it.
Surely they've got legal and contractual permissions to issue those bills. You can't just wake up in the morning and send bills off to 500,000 people for electric or offer them good deals. You've got to have an operator's permission from whoever, be it the government or the electricity power companies or the gas companies, water companies.
Yep.
You know, it just doesn't happen overnight, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, and you're partly right, but you're talking from the point of view of somebody that's not been in the outside of, like, the Matrix. I know I go on about that, but that's the only way that you can describe it. You're inside the system, or you're outside the system. If you're outside the system, you can look in and you can see what's really going on. If you're in there, you sort of have this idea, because it's been going on for so long, that even your parents were hoodwinked into this system. They basically, they were given this. There was no alternative. You have this system is there, and unless you actually,
because then then they were given a product to enhance their lives, the comfort zone. So this electricity got discovered. Obviously, it cost money to produce that electricity and for all the cabling in, connections to the houses. So they needed a form of regulation of how much you use. So they introduced the meters.
Yep.
And you had to pay for the electricity you were using via the meter. So right from the start, it set a precedent, didn't it? That electricity has to be paid for.
Yeah, exactly. And because it's a product, people think, oh, I've got to buy that product. But you've already paid for it because the government are paying, funding it. So you're already funding the government for your taxes.
Well, that's my point when I put that post, because it is government connected, and the government are going to get pissed off when they suddenly realise that, they're losing hundreds of thousands of gigawatts of electricity every year because everybody's suddenly getting free electric. There'll be a bill introduced that anyone in possession of one of these unregistered meters, will be severely dealt with. They could claw back all the money either through your pay or your benefits, plus prosecutions and hefty fines.
They could try.
Yeah, but you don't know what legislation is going to be introduced in the next 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, say they've got away with murder, deducting a third off all the pensions of the pensioners that chose to live in another country. And how many people have tried to overturn that over the last 30 years? And they've got nowhere, and the government have said flatly, nope, you're not getting it. We can't afford it. And that's it. Like in a lumpy. Move back to the UK if you want your full pension.
Exactly.
And then you become a bigger burden on the UK financial systems by wanting free medical care, especially when you're elderly, and this, that, and the other free what you're entitled to, and any small benefits you're entitled to, which obviously will mount up over millions. But they will not change their attitude towards us. And I think they will come down really heavy. That's just my personal opinion. Obviously, it doesn't affect me because I live here.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, you're right. I mean, we're cash cows. That's what we are. We are cash cows, and they will do everything in their power to carry on getting the cash. That's what they would. They're only interested in that. So the more money they can rip off you, the better.
Yeah, but shortly, the way things are going in the UK, the cow's udders are going to be dry. There's going to be no more cash left in them to squeeze out.
Which is what Jackie just said there, and this is the government knows that, and that's why they're giving money towards their energy use. That's why it's a con. They're just classifying you. They're saying, "Oh look, we know it's really expensive. We're going to give you some money back to help you pay us the money that you're going to give." So it's a bit of a con, really, because they know very well what they're doing, and it's all a deception. Really is.
Governments are full of deception. That's how they hang on to power most of the time. But you know, the common person on the street has no chance of altering any decisions such as that. You've just got to go with the flow and join the rest of the flock.
We just have to step out the matrix and do the alternative ways, which are out there and perfectly legal and perfectly acceptable, but you need to know them, and people don't know them. They can't do them, and this is the problem.
You're not too far off the mark with that reasoning, because I was watching Click on the BBC a couple of weeks ago, and this new AI technology where you can create yourself as a fictional character called a sim, and you can live literally your daily life how you want it to be lived. You know, you can have anything you want, you can travel wherever you want, you can live in the environment you want, you can do this, that and the other. Now, it's only in the early stages now, but what is it going to be like in 20 years' time? You know, how much control will this system have eventually? Because AI is artificial intelligence, and you know, it must reach a point where that artificial intelligence can actually take over the user. That's it. You know, so personally, I think it's a path that shouldn't be taken. It's only classed as entertainment at the moment. But
which is the
20 years.
You get people enrolled in the idea of that and get familiar with it, and then it changes, which is what's happened in the past. But I think this Richard's hit the idea on the head there, right? He is talking from within the system. He's talking this way. He finds it hard to fathom because he hasn't actually stepped out of the system yet. If you were outside the system, you would know that it's not a problem, and it's very, very simple and very easy, and there's nothing to worry about. But it is difficult, and I'm not saying that it's a smooth ride, because it can get a bit tricky. However, so far so good.
What about the winter fuel allowances?
Not worried about that.
Is electric incorporated within that, or is it just for heating, like gas?
That's money that they give to the government, to the billing agents from the government. So you basically claim that money. It's a con. Like, you're getting extra money from the government to pay the billing agents, who are taking that money. Basically, the government may as well just give it direct, because that's what they're doing. Essentially, it's just ripping you off. It doesn't mean anything. So,
well, from what I've seen on the broadcasts, we're going to increase the winter payments by X number. So the government is stating that this is our money and this is what we're going to give to you. They don't mention it's going to come through a third party.
No, but it goes to the third party, which is obviously the point of the system. The billing agents are getting the end result of this, which isn't money.
And making money out of it at the same time.
Which is why they're making so much, billions of pounds a year. You know, it's wrong. And they don't do anything. They don't supply anything. They don't make it. And if they do make it, I know some of them are alleged to have wind farms and things like this. But it'll be just like John. You know, John, he has solar panels on the roof. He supplies electric,
Yeah.
and he gets paid for that electric. That's all they're doing. Is if they do have wind farms, which very few do, that is what's going to be happening. They're going to be supplying electric into the national grid and getting money for that. And all they're doing is saying, yeah, we make electric, but they don't.
Yeah.
None of them do. Yeah.
No, I think it's fair to say that if you go to the expense of installing solar power, then you have a right to free electricity because you're creating it at your own expense.
Yeah.
So that's okay with me, but I just think it's a big chance to take. As I say, it's just my personal opinion on it.
As I say, you know, it's not something you can explain in half an hour, and it does require understanding a lot of other things and processes, and understanding that this whole thing is a scam from day one. The whole thing scam from day one. It's only to make money, and for them, not for you. So,
well, of course, that all governments and organisations want to make money for them. That's why they exist. And the only way they can make that money is taxation on goods or the people.
Yep.
You know, that's the
the
way of
latest,
things.
which is 23% increase on fuel duty for no apparent reason except that they can, and they want people to stop using their cars. What's the best way of doing that? Oh, let's put the price up. Yeah. You can see it coming from miles away. It's like a steam train. You can see the train, but you can't do anything about it.
See, up to 6 years ago, here in Egypt, no one paid any form of tax.
Yeah.
No form of tax.
Yeah.
And then they introduced VAT, especially on imported goods. And then they broadened the scope to all goods from point of supply, because obviously all the shops need to be restocked by a supplier. And that was because they knew it was impossible to get tax out of the working person.
Mm.
You know, they know they will not get tax out of a shopkeeper. So they tax him at source with the goods he's selling. But there is a strong black market operating, you know, unscrupulous suppliers supplying it without invoices and what have you. But I mean, so that goes on in every country, I suppose. But
I think it does. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that
you know, they've just started to come down heavy on the taxation of transport. So the fuel, for example, has increased 2.5-fold, but nothing like the price they pay in Europe. Nothing like the price, but expensive for Egyptians, but as cheap as chips for me if I was a car owner.
Yeah.
They have to have not a road tax as such, but a road license tax to put that vehicle on the road. They have to replace that every year. Taxis now have to pay a tax of about, I think it's about somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000 Egyptian every year.
Mm.
And then they have to pay another form of tax, a number tax, to have that vehicle registered.
Mm.
So the government try and get as much as they can out of the working man, but not working man per se, just the ones that are taxi drivers or service providers.
Yeah.
You know, the ordinary working person is not taxed directly as, you know, pay as you earn.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I suspect that's then the same in a lot of countries. Certainly, I could probably see that in Thailand as well. That would be probably what goes on there. I know they do have income tax.
These builders I'm employing to get the house done, they get paid directly every day for the labour via phone transfer. They don't pay any tax on that money.
No.
Nothing at all.
No, and they probably got no record of what they've earned as well, because
this is I mean, say one of them is a rice farmer.
Yeah.
So he's back to seeing to his rice crops at the moment, then coming back and doing a bit more work. But I doubt very much he's paying any tax on his crops, because there doesn't seem to be any method of checking how many tons of rice you produce in a year.
No.
You know, they just harvest it, send it off to the mill to get cleaned, and then sell it. You know, so I've never heard of anybody paying tax on the crops. It may happen, I don't know, I've just not heard of it.
Mm.
But, you know, these guys are getting 400, 500, 600 baht every day, labour, dependent on the skill, where a labourer will get 400 baht a day. Yeah, it's good value for money. From my part, you know, because they do work damned hard and they produce a good product, so I'm quite happy. But no taxation.
Yeah.
You know, and
so you do wonder,
one thing
you
that
do wonder where the government get it from, do you? Because in the end, if nobody's paying tax, how can they afford to do stuff?
well, obviously, I mean, say, if Rini says, right, the electric man's coming tomorrow, which he is, this is the stuff we need, all the switches, back boxes, cables, conduit, blah, blah, blah. She goes and buys it, and then I transfer the money back to her. You know, the actual workers only supply the labour. They never supply materials.
No.
As you would expect a builder in the UK to do, for instance.
Exactly, yeah. It would happen
No.
that way, wouldn't it?
So they're on a win-win. You know, they do the job, go home at night with the money transferred over to the phone. Everybody's happy. They turn up in the morning, and so it goes on. But it's their system. The only thing that I would complain about, really, is the total lack of a refuse collection service. There's not even a recycling or tip area you can take your rubbish.
No.
So every couple of days, because Reenie's aunt owns the big field next to her, and another relative owns the one on the other side of her, they burn all the rubbish, which is basically plastic. And it bloody stinks. And I said, look, why do you have to burn it? And she says, well, what else can we do with it? If we don't burn it, it encourages vermin, rats and what have you. So this is the only option we have. And then I realised every bugger was burning the rubbish.
Yeah.
I've been watching a vlogger on YouTube. He's touring Asia. And his main complaint about every Asian country he visits, including Thailand, is the lack of a refuse collection system, and they just set fire to the rubbish on the roadsides. And he's always highlighting it. And these are filthy countries, you know, whereas rubbish collection is concerned. And they don't seem to care about the ill health, especially towards kids, that all this burning of plastic is creating.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to try and keep out the bloody stink and hope the wind's in the right direction so it doesn't affect me.
As far as I know, where we are, she pays a few baht a week or whatever, and somebody comes around and collects the bags that you leave outside. So it's like a service. I don't think it's like a government thing. I think it's somebody enterprise.
A private enterprise.
I don't know what they do with it. I don't know where they take it, but obviously they take it away.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing like that here in her place. It's too rural.
Yeah.
But having said that, you get onto the main road system, you know, dual carriageways, to a certain extent, the small sections of motorway. The rubbish is piled up on any side of that road, and you see the burn spots. So no, it's not just a rural problem, it's a countrywide problem.
Yeah.
You know, and
I do see that.
you
I
know,
do feel
the billions
annoyed.
they're taking in. They can afford to build 2 or 3 massive incinerators and put the latest filtration systems on so it doesn't damage the environment. But they don't seem interested in investing in what's important, not just for the country, but for their own people.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think also education-wise, the tendency is for them to have rubbish that they just drop on the floor. And often the kids, I've often said, pick it up, put it in the bin. And they look at me as if I'm an idiot, you know. Yeah. I would never do that in the UK, never drop it on the floor here.
Yeah.
They seem to have this mentality that it's okay to drop it on the floor.
Yeah, they are quite uncouth when it comes to discarding wrappings and blah, blah, blah. But it's inherent within the population, isn't it? You know,
yes, yeah.
Parents, grandparents have always done it, so we do it, and you lead by example, don't you? So if they're not shown an example of how to do it correctly, they're not going to do it correctly.
No.
The first thing I bought when I started working on the house, was an enormous swing bin for the kitchen. I told them, right, any food wrapping, sweet papers, crisp packets, go in that bin. You don't throw them all around the garden. You know, and they just couldn't. Well, what's the problem? Well, the problem is, I don't like seeing the house surrounded by bloody refuse.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's all been tidied up and it's kept spotless because they don't want to see Alfie's angry head.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, bye, Jackie. She's off.
No, bye, Jackie. By the way, the cats are okay. Looking forward to Christmas.
Good. Yeah. Erica
might cook one of them. Oh, she's fast asleep here on the blanket.
You might cook one.
Yeah. Well, I really dropped on the other day. I said, right, I'm going to go into the city and try and find some lamb for Christmas Day. It's about 5 years since I had some lamb. Anyway, I went to all the big supermarkets that could have had it, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I bought an enormous joint of beef. And it's probably the same price as the UK. Top beef here is expensive. So I said, well, I'll cook this off Christmas Day. I like cold beef. I can slice some, put some in the freezer for sandwiches, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm driving back through the village, Karnak, and what do I see out the taxi window? Something that looks like a spring lamb that's just been stripped to the coat and hanging up off the hook, ready for sale, untouched by human hand. So I told the taxi driver to jam on his brakes, told Kalia to go and check how much a kilo it was, because if it had seen the white man, it would have doubled in price. And she come back, said 190 Egyptian kilo. At the moment, it's 30 Egyptian to £1 sterling. It's gone through the roof, the exchange rate.
Yeah, yeah.
So that wasn't too bad for me. So I said, well, tell him I'll have 2.5 kilos. Anyway, he said, no, you can come. The price is set now. We'll not put it up on you, and you can choose what cut you want. So I get out the car and I weigh this sheep, spring lamb, not an old boiler, swinging on this hook like its nuts were hanging down, which the Egyptians love to make soup out of, but you'd have to put a gun to my head to
not me
to get involved with them. So I said, right, I'll have this back leg. And I traced round the leg where I wanted him to cut with his knife. And he did. Cut through, snapped the leg off. Well, as I just got out the taxi, I had a cigarette in my hand, so I wasn't going to go anywhere near the meat. So I stayed on the pavement, and I heard this chop, 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 chop. And she comes out and said, he's chopped it up for you. I said, I don't want it fucking chopped up. I said, I want a leg of lamb.
No.
Well, I looked at it, like he'd stripped the bone out, and it was a long slab of meat. I said, well, there's nothing I can do about it now, like, so I wrapped it up and I've stuck it in the freezer. But it is spring lamb. But then I thought, well, it might have been a small goat. You know, how can you tell when it's been decoated?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Shit.
she said, I told him to put the swingers in and the liver and the kidneys. I said, I won't eat anything. Like, no, for me. Anyway, he charged me 90 Egyptian for them bits that I won't eat, but they'll make a soup out of it. So we'll have to wait Christmas Day to see how it cooks and tastes.
And you'll probably
I'll
find
say it looks okay, but I don't know if it is a spring lamb or a sheep, a goat.
A goat.
It wasn't big enough for. Yeah, it wasn't big enough for an adult sheep, definitely.
Yeah.
But I just thought to myself, you know, them swingers, they looked a little bit too big for a spring lamb.
Bit well developed. Yeah.
Yeah, they could be goat. And I had goat meat once in Corfu. God, it was bloody awful. Terrible. So,
lamb's liver is food for champions.
Yeah. No, I can't stand liver, kidneys, nothing like that. You know, they make a soup out of the intestines.
Oh, no, I can do that.
They stretch them out on the floor and get a special rounded, like a little wooden wheel on the end of a stick. And they press all the gubbins out to the other end. And then stick the intestine on the end of a tap, like a hose pipe, flush it out, and then they make this broth out of it. It's supposed to be very nutritious and healthy, but no thank you.
No, I don't.
But at certain times, I would be quite willing to starve to death.
Yeah.
And eat some of the stuff they eat here.
I know the feeling in Thailand as well. Oh. Yeah.
Well, I tried the insects because, you know, you'll try them before you criticise them. Oh, yeah, all right, I will. Fuck, you know. How they can eat insects. God's truth, they were terrible.
Yeah, they are terrible. Absolutely.
Then somebody points out you've got a bloody cricket leg stuck in your teeth.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
No, that was me first. Was that the first visit or my second visit? Can't remember. But never again. Never.
No, I don't blame you. I won't do it again.
So, you know.
Disgusting. Gives you nightmares.
Yeah. Well, as I may have mentioned before, I eat with my eyes.
Yeah. And
if I don't like the looks of something, I just can't eat it. It doesn't matter if it's from a 2-star Michelin chef. If I don't like the looks of it, I can't eat it.
No.
I've always been like that since a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard an interesting thing. It doesn't interest me, but it'll interest many people, foreigners going to Thailand. This vlogger I watch, he's called Vlogging a Dead Horse. He really does produce some good vlogs, and he tells it how he is. He doesn't bullshit or cover stuff up. And he makes no pretense about loving weed.
Yeah.
And so he goes around sampling all these brands and gives it a rating and what have you. And this particular day, which would have been probably Tuesday last week, he went into one of the shops and he chose 1 or 2 brands to try. And the girl behind the counter said, "You have to show your passport now, you're a foreigner." So he said, "No way." You know, this is talking to the camera outside the shop. He said, "No way I was going to do that," but she insisted it's just been passed, this new law. It came in today. That if a foreigner goes into a cannabis shop for any product, they have to show their passport before they get served. He said, that's going to be recorded electronically.
Yeah.
He said, and a lot of people may not know, it may be legal to smoke cannabis, but it's illegal for a foreigner to actually buy it. He said, so you could end up being kicked out of the country for buying cannabis if it's electronically placed on your passport information.
Yeah.
So he says, I advise anybody to get hold of a Thai friend to go and buy the stash. It's,
No, I didn't
no
know
way
that.
am I. Yeah. Well, it only came into law on Tuesday. And I've not seen anything on the Pattaya News, which usually publicise these laws.
Yeah, I'm not
But
seeing anything on there. No.
he really does investigate things. He doesn't take anybody's word for anything. You know, so he said, I'm checking up on it. He said, but she was adamant that they've all been notified that foreigners have to show the passport now.
Yeah, that's a danger, isn't it? That's a very dangerous thing to do. Like,
well, I think really it's counterproductive because, I mean, say I'm not interested in drugs and I don't care anybody who smokes marijuana for a living. It's up to them. But I was thinking, well, you're bound to get loads of tourists coming in because they can enjoy a joint with a pint now. You know, same as Amsterdam and various places like that.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's upping tourist revenue. It could encourage many hundreds of thousands of people to come to Thailand. Now it's fully legal. So they're going to make a lot of money out of it. And then they suddenly drop a bombshell law that foreigners have got to show the passport. Well, they're not going to show the passport, are they? No, it won't stop the sale. But it may stop a lot of them trying to get it through a Thai friend or a dealer or something like that. Because at least if you deal with these shops, you know you're getting a reputable product. Whereas it's the same as the Viagra and stuff they sell on the streets. You must be a fool if you buy anything like that off the streets or cigarettes. They're bound to be counterfeit.
Bound to be.
So I think they've just kicked themselves in the bollocks over this.
I'm trying to get my head around the fact that you can't buy it, but you can smoke it.
Well, originally when this law came out, you were not allowed to smoke it in public.
Yeah.
But now they're openly selling pre-rolled joints in public. I've seen guys smoking it in bars because you can tell the reefer.
Yeah, you can smell it as well.
Yeah, smell it. But absolutely no notice has been taken. And I believe bars now have reefers for sale with your pints, even though they're not registered to sell it. You know, it's a money-making scheme, 100 baht for a reefer.
Yeah.
And for me, as I say, I've no problem with anybody that wants to smoke marijuana. That's entirely up to them. But I smoke cigarettes. And yes, I know you can tell when somebody's smoking a cigarette close to you. But I try not to smoke too close to other people. But the smell of marijuana is totally different than a cigarette smoke. You know, it permeates the immediate area and it's strong and pungent.
It does.
And it's like passive smoking. People say, well, that comedian who was a trumpet player, they reckoned his lung cancer came from playing the trumpet in the clubs. I can't think of his name. And I agree that that's quite possible. But at the same token, is it possible for me to become interested in smoking weed if I'm breathing it in every time I go in a bar for a drink? You know, are you going to get a second-hand high off the smoke?
Wow, that's a good point.
No,
I don't think any research has been done on that, has it? I don't know.
No, because obviously the way I see it, and I may be 100% wrong, you know, the active ingredient that gives you the high is still going to be present to a certain extent in the smoke.
Yeah, THC. Yeah.
And you know, if you're just happen to sat in a bar that has 2 or 3 joint smokers, and you're inhaling that second-hand smoke, are you going to get a mini high?
Well, yeah, I mean,
No.
that's very logical. Very logical.
It might be totally stupid what I'm saying, but I don't know.
Roy Castle, Brian said.
That's him, Roy Castle. Yeah. So, but that's one of the things that's spoiled Pattaya for me. As I say, it's up to the individual what they do. Same as it's up to me if I smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
But God, there is so many of these weed shops opening now. They're all over the place.
No, they
the
are.
back boxes are covered in their advertisements. The street sellers are selling it next to where they're selling the food and what have you. Cannabis cafes, cannabis coffee houses, and again, that sort of defeats the object that the Thai government are saying. We want to make Pattaya more family friendly, get rid of all the working girls off Beach Road, clean up Walking Street. And yet, from what I saw on a vlog the other day, this guy walked past 5 cannabis places on Walking Street. So how can you say it's family friendly when you're openly smoking weed in front of young children?
Yeah.
Will it eventually get them interested in it, as it did 2 or 3 decades ago? Young kids started to get interested in smoking cigarettes because the parents did it, and then the slightly older teenage friends did it, and blah, 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 and they all started the first cigarette at the age of 10.
I couldn't possibly say anything because I don't know. Something I don't know if there's any research been done on that, because I don't know. It's like, well, in this country, you can't legally, you can't have it. But,
no.
Class 3.
It just seems to be 2 steps backwards from what they wanted to create.
Very well, did they? I mean, Thailand put it in place because they probably had a lot of pressure and thought, we can make some money out of this. And then it took off, and they thought, oh shit, we've got all these people doing it, and what are we going to do about it? Oh, let's make it illegal again.
Well, a lot of experts say that the best way to get the criminal numbers down is to legalize marijuana in whatever country.
Yeah.
Because it's a massive money-making operation for the drugs people, which I think to a certain extent is good sense. But when you openly advertise you're going to change something for the better, and then start openly selling and smoking marijuana, I just don't see the point of that first statement.
No.
And now it looks like there's going to be casinos all over Pattaya. They're verging on the point of making them legal.
Casinos. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So again, I've not really been interested in gambling, and I don't see it as a problem per se, because the Thai people have already got a problem with gambling with the lottery.
They do
rules the lives.
On their phones as well, on their phones doing it.
Yeah. And there's some scams on the phone as well, that people create their own lottery and take the money to make money, and then suddenly they have a 10,000 baht winner and they can't pay the winner. And I know that for a fact.
Well, I think I know that for a fact. Our local shop. Yeah.
Not for discussion on here.
No.
But they take the chance because they'll take any opportunity to make money, the big money. Fortunately, Reenie's not interested in buying lottery tickets. She sees it as a waste of money.
That's good. It is.
It is.
No, having said that, I mean, when you think about it, her relative, big brother, he's always buying lottery tickets, and he's always winning. It's like, well, what's he doing different to nobody else? Why is he always winning? I wonder.
It's just luck, isn't it? I mean, my mother was always winning on scratch cards. You know, she was the first winner of the very first scratch card sold in the post office in our village. She won £500. And she was always winning 10s and 20s and 50s and £100.
Yeah.
Once she won 2,000 on a scratch card. And the old chap won another 2,000 2 or 3 years later on something else. Oh, he had the option, a brand new Mini or 2,000 cash. He took the cash. So, yeah, both parents. My dad really didn't bother. He just had the odd one. He always had one horse on the national and never won in his life. But the old lady was quite lucky in that respect. And it's just some people are lucky, but most are unlucky where gambling's concerned. You know, she wasn't addicted to it, but pension day, she always bought 2 or 3 scratch tickets.
I don't do it. It's a mug's game, I think. You know, you're just giving away your money. If you saved all the money that you spend on that, you'd probably be rich.
Well, this is it, because, you know, unless you win £500,000 sterling when you first go, you're never going to recoup the money that you've probably lashed out for 10, 15, 20 years.
That's it.
You know, and they go ecstatic when they win a tenner. You know, so, yeah, but how many thousands does it cost you before you won that tenner? So,
exactly.
Well, they don't see it that way. You know, they've won a tenner. Yay.
And of course, they often say that if when you win $1 million, they often say it corrupts you, and you know, you find that you've got family members that you didn't know you had.
No, even the dead ones come back to life.
Yeah, that's right.
Skeletal hand held out.
Yeah.
Well, that's life. It's not going to change, especially in the likes of Thailand. So, but I believe they're doing an online or a telephone only lottery system because these touts are making too much money. So the government price, I think I read it rightly, was 80 baht per ticket, but you can only get it through this government's phone line. You buy your ticket, you know, you type in your numbers, you're issued the ticket electronically, and it's 80 baht. So, I think that was on the...
I have seen them do that, like 100 baht, whatever. I have seen them.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it said the vendors make 10 or 15 baht out of each ticket they buy, but these touts are taking much more than that. Somewhere they were doing it, but they were ripping off the Thai people for millions. There's a big problem with the Chinese online scammers in Thailand at the moment. They've arrested quite a few for online gambling. And, you know, the police say we seized 10 million baht in cash plus assets.
Wow.
You know, that's a bloody big stack of money, isn't it? 10 million baht in cash.
10 million baht, yeah.
So, yeah. Well, they just get kicked out.
Oh, I've got my back is killing me. Anyway, I think
2.5 hours now.
Oh yeah, that'll be enough, I think.
Yeah.
Right. It was good talking to you.
Yeah. I'll say good night to everybody.
Yep. Have a good
evening.
It's
only 8:30 here, so I'll watch a good film with a mug of hot chocolate.
All right, take care.
Yeah, catch you next one.
Yep. Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye all. Bye.
Bye.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
When you gotta go.
Is this a happy ending or a sad ending?
It's an ending. That's enough.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking part in today's show. Thank you for the guests. Thank you for the phone calls. Thank you for the conversation. And thank you to Mr. Alfie there. Right, we'll catch you next week. Don't forget, we are here on Wednesday. Andy Wright Travel. Andy Wright Travel. Wednesday, 6 p.m. We're back here on Sunday at 4. Have a very good evening. And don't forget to support me on Patreon. Cheap memberships that we won't force you to keep on paying. But if you do, you can do the YouTube membership program. We could also do the Talking Really website, .co.uk. Thank you, and find me on other platforms here. Good evening to you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Goodbye.
Harry, are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's do it. All hands, initiate shutdown sequence.
Now, come along, you two. Say goodbye to the fishes. Goodbye, Tish. Goodbye, Tosh. We have to stop now, but Andy Pandy's coming again soon. Goodbye, children. Andy!